Hello, Naturally Newsie here. I wanted to do this video about preparing my hair for a workout because when I first started going natural, being natural on television, wearing my hair out, one of my biggest concerns was how am I going to keep my hair looking good while also working out 3 to 4 times a week. So that was something that I researched and I tried to figure out what should I do, and I kind of came up with my own method, and that's what I want to share with you now. So if you're someone who works out a lot and you sweat and you're worried about what your hair is going to look like, this is for you. So what I normally do is I do wash and go. So I have a wash and go process that I do. It's a pretty lengthy process, but it keeps my hair pretty much for at least 7 days. So what you're looking at now, I did my hair Sunday and it is now Thursday. And this is what it looks like now. So it's not great. There is some frizz at the roots because I've worked out 3 times already this week. One of the things I do, I definitely bring this bottle with me and I add water to it. I don't often add water to my hair every time. So let's say I just did this Sunday. So Monday, when I did this process, I didn't add water because it was still pretty moisturized. It was looking good. Tuesday, I didn't do it. But by Wednesday, I realized I needed to add some water. Earlier in the week, I would just use oil, usually argan oil. I put argan oil in this bottle so I could take it with me, and I would just rub it on my hands and do this process. But because here we are Thursday and I did my hair on Sunday, I need water and a little bit more than just oil. This is the water, and I'll spray it on. Not a whole lot, but just enough to kind of give it some moisture. And what I also do, I carry with me the Shea Moisture Curling Smoothie. I'll bring it with me in a different, smaller container. So that's this. I need to add more to it, but I'll bring that with me as well in a bag. And so I'll take some of that, just a little. I found these at Five Below. Very smooth, stretchable. I just love that they're just so smooth. And my hair doesn't really get caught up in them that much. So what I do, I usually start with the top here. After putting water on, I have cream, and then I'll bring it forward. And so earlier in the week, of course, normally I would just use oil to do this. I wouldn't add water, I would just use oil. But because it's been a few days and I've worked out and I have, these roots here, we just need a little more moisture. So I just bring that together, and then I just do the banding method. So I'll bring it around at the root, and then I kind of bring it on down here. You can see that. And I don't bring it all the way down to the end because I still want that to be curly. I don't want to bring it down to the end. So I just I already put the water on. I'm not going to add any more water, but I'm just going to continue the process. It's definitely not a cute look. I don't go to the gym to try to be cute. I go for a workout. So I'll take a bobby pin and just kind of pin it to the side. But this is pretty much how I'll go to the gym. I mean, it's not cute, but it works and it helps because it stretches the root. So if I sweat, it stretches the root, keeps it stretched so it doesn't just shrivel up. And I'll leave it like this the rest of the day. So I take the bonnet off, and this is what it looks like. And so my edges are coming back, like from wearing wigs and things like that. My edges kind of broke off and I had issues, but they're actually starting to grow back, which is great. And right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this oil on because, like I said, normally I would do this maybe the night before, but I didn't do it last night. Really didn't even think about it, but I'm going to do it before I get into the shower. So in the takedown process, I use this argan oil again. And I'll put maybe 3 pumps on my hand. So 3 pumps, rub it together. I'm going to take my hands and kind of rub the oil down like that. And I'm going to carefully take these bands out. Carefully. So because they're, you know, they're stretchy, it's smooth. Like I said, I love these bands. And I just make sure that I'm carefully taking it down. Not to get it tangled, I'm twisting it. Not to get it tangled all up in my hair if I can. Just carefully taking it down. Okay. There we go. Got caught a little bit. That's the band. You don't see hair on it or anything like that. Like sometimes I might have a strand or something, but nothing terrible, which is great. I'm going to take some more argan oil. It's my friend. Maybe 3 more pumps. And I'm going to just bring it down on this. And so at the root, I mean, this is my, again, I've worked out this week, this 4 times. 4 times. So yes, this is sweat from my root, I'm sure. And that's just what it looks like. But you can see at the bottom, there's still curls there. The rest of my hair is going to fall on top of this. You're not going to see all of that. But I still have my curls here at the bottom. But this is, you know, a little frizzier here. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Add oil here. And the reason why I bring this forward, this part back, is just kind of to cover and protect this. You know, I don't know if that really works, but it's what I think in my head. So I'm going to do some more oil here. Okay. And just kind of shake it. Shake it, shake it. Now, the other thing I do, and I don't do this every time, but there are just some times where it's just a little too, I mean, I'm embracing my frizz more, of course, but there are some times where it's just a little too frizzy for me. And today is a longer day at work, and I see this frizz here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shingle. And how I do that, I use the curling gel souffle from Shea Moisture. I'll get my trusty spray bottle again. And I don't always use the spray bottle. Sometimes I just put water on my fingers. But I find that doing this with water is the best way. But I try to kind of separate it from the rest of the hair. The parts that I'm going to shingle. So, and I'm just going to do the parts that are out, that, you know, right there where the part is. Kind of separate it a little bit. And sometimes I'll use a clip to separate. Just to put, so I don't get water on all of my hair. Because water is great for my hair. My hair loves water, but it'll just shrink up. So I'm just going to spray right there. So basically, I just don't want that to be as frizzy as it is. From all that sweat, I don't want it to be as frizzy. So I'll put water on there, and I find that water works best before using this curling gel souffle. I don't use a lot. I'll just put a little bit on my finger here. It's clear. And I'll just take it. Right, separate. Put the gel on. And then kind of separate those pieces. Twirl my finger around. And this is how I'll kind of keep it looking, you know, good, if I can here. If I have time. Like sometimes I don't have time for this, and I might do this when I get to work, or if I get some time at work before a show or in between shows. I'll do that sometimes too. Or sometimes I'll just be like, you know what? I'm going to be frizzy today. I'm going to just let it all out. So and sometimes I'll add more gel, but this seems like it's a lot. Like it seems like it's doing what I need it to do. So it's just to kind of like get that frizz. See that frizz that was there? It was kind of like not so defined. That frizz is gone. For now, this is going to work. It's going to dry pretty quickly. Shake it. Okay. So that's it, pretty much. This is what I'm going to do. I'll probably, it's drying now, but when I wear it, I'll probably separate it, and I'll definitely post a picture so you'll see what it looks like later. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.